Alright guys, so hello, Fruit here, and welcome to another online multiple battle for Shogun 2. So, this is another 2v2 battle, and I am partnering with Vizeroh. Most of you guys probably know him, he's been in a couple of my videos now. He helped me out with my PMCT video, my PMCT battle. Okay, so we are fighting on Senruki Ria, I think it's called. My army consists of 2 units of Yariash in the back. It's very similar to that one we had last time. I found that that's a very effective army in dealing with lone sword spam and with other armies of the like. Got my General Fireheart right here. Let's see. We've got 6 units of Household Guard, my Lone Swords. I've got 2 units of Yariash, 2 units of Magical Ishigaru, and then 3 units of Bow Warrior Monks. And then we've got 3 units of my Yari Cav hiding in the woods right here. And then Vizeroh, who is an all-pink army. I changed my banner since last time, guys. I like the orange banner a lot, but I like my original colors, so I'm probably going to go back to them soon. So we've got, Vizeroh's got 2 Yariash, he's got 4 Lone Swords, which is named Katanas, that's a joke. 2 Yariash in the front, 2 Matchlock Ishigaru, and 3 Bow Warrior Monks, and then he's got another Matchlock Ash on the left side. So what we're going to do is that our opponents, which currently we brought armies that we thought would counter these guys, they brought very aggressive stanced armies. They've got a unit of bandits with 150 range, so I obviously outranged them with my Bow Warrior Monks with 175. This guy's got 2 units of Bow Samurai. He's got some Matchlock Ash and then some Yariash. You can see they put all their points mainly into their melee. This guy, I'm not sure what he was doing. He's got a lot of Naginata Samurai, and then he's got some Naginata Warrior Monks. And then he's got these heavy-duty Katana Cav with 8 Chevs on them. And then our opponent over here, which I believe is the more deadly one, he's got these 2 units of Matchlock Ishigaru with 9 Chevs, which I believe I nerfed the reload skill actually. But we've got a lot of Katana Samurai too that are all rank 7, so those are very expensive units but very effective units as well. And we've got some Naginata Warrior Monks, which is rank 8, so some very unbreakable morale. You can see this guy's got 18 morale. This one's got 21 attack, which is pretty effective. And then his general, which is King, is Bomb. Okay. Alright, so we're going to line up here. My Cav is going to line up over here. And then Viz is going to pull his Cav to check against these 2 Great Guard, which I forgot about. He's got 2 units of Great Guard, which are 9 Chev. And those are probably a big core in his army, because those are very expensive units. Probably at least almost 20 Koku, probably almost at least 2,000 Koku. And I'm going to put this in double speed so we get some action. We'll actually put it in triple speed. Alright. Actually, you know what? I'll come back with a little bit of action, guys, so one moment. Alright guys, I'm back. Here's where we're going to have a move here. You can see these Great Guard are going to come around and try to strike into my Yari Cav, which I completely didn't notice. So my Cav are going to get countercharged here, which will be a heavy blow to mine. You can see these Great Guard coming in. They actually look pretty nice. The Great Bazooks. So they're going to charge in my Yari Cav, and Viz is going to go, oh, Fruit, your Yari Cav's under attack. So here goes my Yari Cav. They're going to get a pretty heavy blow. They're going to lose 9 men in that charge. The Great Guard will lose none, and here comes the second Cav, which this is the part where they made a mistake. You can see they're going to bunch them up, which is going to give me a perfect opportunity, which they're also far away from their infantry body. I'm going to charge one more Yari Cav in to support this one and keep the morale up, and then I'm going to charge the other one around the flank, while you can see Viz is going to pull some of his Cav in a minute. And over here my Bow Warrior Monks and Yariash are going to move to the flank to protect against any imposing Cav assaults. And now here goes the huge Cav battle here. This is a very decisive battle on this part because it will, if I win, render the yellow army useless with Cav, and I will be able to outmaneuver him with my Cav superiority. So my man, he's going to make the dreadful mistake of trying to run away, and I'm going to stop chasing this one because it's getting too far away, and we're going to start, actually no, they're going to get away. So we're going to start chasing after them, and you can see Viz is going to pull his Cav. I can see that he's got 2 units of his Yari Cav coming over, 1 Naginata Warrior Monk Cav and 1 Yari Cav, and I'm going to keep pulling my Bow Warrior Monks up. And over here, my Cav is actually losing this fight. One is wavering because they managed to catch me at the top of the hill. So there goes one of my Yari Cav routing. But here, my Yariash is going to get in. I believe we are going to get hit them, and they're actually going to try to run away again. But I think I'm going to hold one of them in place, and we're going to launch some fire arrows on these guys. And we're going to keep going for these guys. I've now lost another Cav unit. I believe I actually lose all my Cav in this fight, mainly to get Vizeroh's Cav, which is currently on its way right there. And so we're going to keep pulling my Yari Cav in, and this guy's going to make another mistake of trying to countercharge my Cav and destroy it while Viz's Cav is coming in. And I've already reduced one to 26 and one to 14. So here goes my Yariash, and they're still in Spear Wall. That's a mistake on my part. And they're going to try to run away, but you can see they are now cornered because the red line is right here. And now they're actually close to wavering because they're so far away from their general. So they're going to get hit by my Yari Cav right here, which probably will rout, I'm guessing, since they've only got like 12 men left. And now here goes Viz's men, the Cav units rock, and the AP undercover. And they're going to fight these great Bazoobs. You see they're now shaken. And now they're going to waver, and those guys are going to rout, and there we go. So all those units are now routed, and we just destroyed Yellow's Cav advantage. So I'm going to leave that fight to Vizeroh in a sec. I'm going to double speed it real quick. So Vizeroh, just after that long Cav chase, we finally took out the Cav Salt. I did lose all my Cav, but I think that was worth it. A good trade-off. 3 Yari Cav for 2 9-Shev Great Guard, because those were very expensive units. And I definitely will trade off my troops for theirs in that scenario. So I'm going to pull my Bow Monks back, which are still untouched, which is good. We're going to pull them back along with my Yari Ash, because I can see that the Yellow Army is moving into a dangerous position that could move to check me. And now you can see the White Army is moving off of their hill finally to help support their ally. And Viz and I are going to hold this position, him on my left, mine and me on my right, on his right, and we're going to defend this position. So here we go. My Bow Monks are going to run back. Here goes my Yari Ash, and they're going to come back and take up their position behind my general again as a check against any other imposing Cav assaults, because White does still have their Cav, which could create some problems for us. At least I think they still have their Cav. They're somewhere. I know White has Cav because I remember seeing it later. But anyway, so we're gonna fast forward here for a sec, and then they're gonna send their bandits forward, which I still don't understand why this guy has bandits. I could understand if he used them as like an ambush force, but I think I'm gonna start firing on them any second, especially since they have such low armor. Yeah, here goes my volley on them. They're gonna get hit. They're not going to lose much because they're going to get out of range pretty quickly, which is good on their part. That's a good micro on my opponent. But I'm going to pull my Bow Monks back and just keep them checking. Now this unit, the enemy has moved up on this flank. The Bow Samurai are going to move forward right into Viz's arc. As you can see, he's got these Bow Warrior Monks with all their 200 range, and they are going to demolish these Bow Samurai, and they're going to run to the forest. And now this is an interesting part. Viz has moved up as Naginata Warrior Monk Cav on the right, and you'll see why this is going to be very good for Viz in a little bit. Because, so Viz is going to start firing on these Bow Samurai, okay? So you can see his arrow fire coming in, and they're not going to do, they'll do some decent damage, but they're going to choose the wrong target to focus fire. They're going to start focus firing these Naginata Warrior Monk Cav, which is just what Vizeroh wants, because he wants to have his skirmish units untouched. You can see he's going to start firing on these men, and he's going to just start raining the pain on these guys. Sort of. They're kind of in the forest, so it's a little different. It's difficult, especially since they got that armor of 4, which is actually very good, because I think it's the same. It's equivalent to Naginata's, I think. Oh yeah, and over here he exposed his flank, and Vizeroh's Fire Cav is going to come in and just completely cleave through these Matchlock Ashigaru. So the Fire Cav are going to run out the right place with these Yari Cav, and they're going to get out of there before they sustain any huge casualties. The Yari Cav's down by 10. But that's still not too much, and it's definitely a good trade-off because these Matchlock Ashigaru are now wavering, and they're going to keep suffering under arrow fire. And now they've got some Matchlock fire on this side with Viz and his Yari Ash on the right flank, on the opponent's right flank. And now this is the point where we've got what we want. You can see the gold army is going to rush at me, and I'm going to pull my Bow Monks back and take up a position to defend. So here goes my Yari Ash forward to defend against his forces. Viz is going to charge his Naginata Warrior Monk Cav left because he doesn't really care about them anymore. So he's going to charge them forward into these Matchlock Ash, and I don't think they're going to get one charge. Yep, one unit left, and they're going to get in, and they're going to kill like one guy, I think. Yeah. Oh no, he's still there. Okay. So he looks like he's going to kill one man. Yeah, he's going to kill one man, and then he's going to run out. Okay, so my Bow Warrior Monks are going to go back. Viz and I are both going to go into stand and fight, which I think he was already in it because he was in that arrow fight. And then my Yari Ashigaru are going to assume Spear Wall in a minute. And this is where our final melee fight is going to occur. You can see Viz is going to pull his Yari Ash up to close the gap in between us right here to make sure nothing gets through. And now my Matchlocks, he's going to run into a hail of Matchlocks. My Archer is going to start firing on his, on his Matchlock Ashigaru right here, which are down to 10. And now those guys are going to rout, and I'm going to focus fire the other Matchlock Ashigaru next. And now my men are in Spear Wall, ready to brace against the charge. Let's take a look at this. So boom! Alright, so these Yari Ash are going to break against my Yari Ashigaru's collapse, and now we're going to hold this line pretty well. And those men are going to actually collapse against me, against my Matchlock Ashigaru, which are going to continue to rain fire on these guys with their 30 reload skill. And now here goes my Lone Swords in to add some extra effect to these Katana Samurai, which are going to get into my Matchlock Ashigaru. And then on Viz's flank, he is still not engaged the white army, so gold charged in without any support on his flank. My bowmonks are going to charge backwards, and they are going to get caught a bit. You can see right here they are going to get into a little bit of fighting, but they'll still be okay. And now here comes the Katana Cav in, and I'm going to pull my Yariash again to the right side to defend against my Avatar's Bodyguard. That's why you always want to have a little bit of spears left to defend against any imposing Cav assaults. You can see they're going to try to charge in, they're going to get caught by my Yariash and not going to be able to do anything. Now this war cry is going to be on me, and I believe my general's going to go out and stand and fight in a minute, and I'm going to use a rally on these guys to counter the war cry's effects. So you can see down the flank, these lone swords are going to get some good fighting in here. And it looks like the Katana Cavalry tried to force it to the middle, which is an awful mistake. You should never charge your Katana Cavalry right in the midst of your fighting. You should always use them at hammer and anvils. You can see I got my rally in there, and now Viz is going to, this is the interesting part. So here goes White charging in, and now Viz is going to engage his Katana Cavalry, and he's actually going to rush his Yariash forward, while the guy went for his match like a Shigara, which is just the reason why you want to bring match like a Shigara with this kind of build. We don't care about the match like a Shigara. That's a ruse to make you think that that's the core of our army. So you can see that he's going to sacrifice his very expensive 8-Shev Katana unit and lose, I think he's going to take out 1 unit of matchlocks at Shigara, which is worth like 300 koku. So you can see it's obviously not worth it. So these guys over here are actually going to force their way through my center. And I'm going to fall back and re-support with some Yariash now that I know that he's got no Cav left. So over here, I am actually going to hold the line, but I am going to start wavering a bit. As you can see on this flank, we are, I did make the Arcani guy over here. He did crash on my right flank, and he is going to rout. But White made the horrible mistake of instead of engaging my ally, he engaged me. So now Viz is going to be able to roll on his flank while he has all these Naginata Samurai engaging 2+ numbers, and they're just going to get crushed right here. And then these Avatar's Bodyguard is way too close to their front line, so they are going to start getting focus fires like heck by my bowmonks. Here we go. You can see they're starting to drop men. My matchlocks and my bowmonks are going to start focus firing them. You can see they're down to 20, just one volley, and then there goes Viz's fire cav in on them. So this is where the end of the battle is going to take place, my friends. You can see Viz barely lost any casualties. I lost a few more, but even still, this is a victory for us. Completely taking out this general right here. You can see they're getting dropped, and there they go. So that is the end of the battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Shogun 2 online battle, and I will see you guys again soon.